A game effort by the Leopards, but in the end, the defending national quarterfinalists Loyola Greyhounds take down the Leopards 14-12 here at Fisher Stadium. Adam Dobrovolsky wrapping up things here as we look at the highlights, stats, and leaders of this one. And for Lafayette, they had a lead with the opening tally from Ryan Duncan. They led 1-0 midway through the first quarter. And then after that, Aiden Olmstead got things started off. He had goals in successive possessions, began a 3-goal run for the Greyhounds. And besides one tie for the Leopards at 3, after that, Loyola led throughout. And Olmstead, he had himself a huge game, which we'll be talking about momentarily. He also had a tally from Joey Kamish, who had a hat trick of his own. Lehman with a beautiful effort here got it tied up at 3. And then after things stayed tight through the first half, Loyola led by 1 in the second half. The Greyhounds would get their distance. Olmstead with the highlight goal of the afternoon. Catch, receive, behind the back shot, and goal. This was also a good effort from Evan James. Loyola would build their lead as big as 13-8, but before that, Macklin Fitzpatrick with the charge got it to 8-7. It was this run by Loyola that put them ahead with the distance for good. Lafayette would try to get things back. Mathis had a hat trick for the Leopards, but in the end, just a little too much of Loyola. Aiden Olmstead with that finish there, tying a career high with his 5th goal of the game. As again, the final here, 14-12 in favor of Loyola. As the Greyhounds, they were able to dominate the shot differential, but as you see, shots on goal not that far apart. And for Loyola, this is one thing that I'm sure Charlie Toomey and their coaching staff, especially offensive coordinator Mark Van Arsdale, is going to talk about. Loyola increases that shot efficiency. Those goals are going to come even more. The turnovers got a little bit tighter late, but at one point it was 17-9 with Loyola having the advantage for the Leopards. That's one thing they're going to want to work on moving forward. As we look at the individual leaders, though, we want to hand out the star to Aiden Olmstead with his 5 goals, again tying a career high. John Mathis had his first career hat trick for the Leopards. Ryan Ness had a really good first half, not as many saves in the second, but he did finish with 9, a bit shy of double digits. And Sam Schaefer had 6 the other way for the Greyhounds. So again, final score in this one, 14-12 Loyola. They are in the win column to start off their Patriot League campaign. They close out their losing streak and will try to begin a win streak with a game next Saturday at Duke in the quarterfinal rematch. Meanwhile, for the Leopards, they'll try for their first home Patriot League win next week against Army West Point. Until next time, I am Adam Dobrovolsky saying so long from Fisher Stadium, where the final score, Loyola 14, Lafayette 12. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Have a good afternoon, everybody.